The women's marches all over the world a few weeks ago bypassed Milan. That made Angela Missoni want to do something to capture the energy and the motivation and the idealism of that day for her hometown. So she made her show into a platform. As the song at the end of the show said, people got the power. Pink is the new black. Fashion found a voice. So Angela, what's the significance of this backdrop to you?
This is the Pink Mountain. It's the view that I have from my bedroom. It's from my mom's house, from the factory. So it's an addiction. It's an addiction for the family, and it's what really gives me great energy every morning.
This goes straight to the heart of the new collection.
As I like to say, pink is the new black, right? And we can't ignore what's going on in the world. I was thinking how to support the Women's March. So there is an action happening at the end of the show regarding that. And I'm going to ask unity and strength between the fashion community.
She was a rebel in all her life. She tried to find her own ways, but she is first of all a mother. She grew up in the factory, so she loved our job, but the moment she decided she would have taken the collection in her hands, I was so pleased.
She's always been that kind of political rebel, making a point. It's always been really part of her persona. So I kind of grew up with this given for granted assumption on women's rights.
And the fact that Missoni is a family business, and what we're talking about here is unity and solidarity and actually, you know,
Respect of human rights.
Respect,
Yeah.
and the sort of the family of humanity in a way.
We need to have I do think that the fashion community, we all think the same, and we need to show it out. Everybody should raise his voice every minute when possible. So, of course, I have the most of visibility when I have my show, so I'm going to use this moment to say it loud and to ask the fashion community to get together for a good cause.
And the thing about Missoni that makes it relevant is that Missoni is about the handcraft, about knits, about, you know, the history of the house. You are looking back with the clothes you're showing as well, so you're taking highlights from the 20 years, are you?
I must honestly say that I've never really looked back to the archives in my 20 years of our activity, or I look back, but just on my memories, so I rely on my memories, on my influence, so I felt it very natural. It's almost 65 years of Missoni history, which is enormous in fashion, and there is like a treasure cave of inspiration.
What surprised you the most when you look back?
The most that surprised me, the reaction that my assistant has to something that for me was granted and natural, and for them it was just brand new and something very strong, right? So that it was giving me the enthusiasm of going back and try to look with a fresher eye, something that I would consider normal.